Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to the real Hatfield town here on Football Manager 2021. I got both names right, the series name and the game name. Yay! I was really dreading the fact I was going to say the youthful Hatfield town here on FM 2020, but no, got them both right. So, welcome to the Hatfield Town squad for season 2020/21. Yeah, these are the guys that I was putting in the database in the stream last week, and I think I got half of them done on stream. I then did the other half off stream, started up the game, added myself to it, checked that everything there was fine. Then I actually had a look at their star levels and their stats. So what you're seeing here with the stars isn't what I saw yesterday when I launched the game for the first time and actually started the game. I have tweaked some of the potential ability and current abilities. So yesterday I think I had 170, somewhere between 170 and 200 was the potential ability. That has now been reduced. I think the highest is a 175 still, but the majority of them have been reduced, and their current abilities, some have been bumped up slightly, some have been bumped down slightly. The idea is to try and make more of a level playing field. We have still got some standout players, so for example, Extents in goal, Evans, Sadler, Gonzalez Velasco, I will learn to say that name, Studholme and Newman. They're all like the cream of the crop, basically the best players at the club. Whether that's the case in real life or not, I imagine so, but yeah, they're kind of the ones to look out for this season. And then some of the other players, so we had a couple of half stars, so I think Moriarty was a half star, he's now a 1 star, potentially rising to 4.5. Now it's the potential abilities still that are worrying me, and I will say this now, what you're seeing here regarding the star ratings is not set in stone still. So some of these players are way too good still. Like if you look at the stats here, I want to try and bump these stats down a little bit. It's because the current ability is so high with Gonzalez Velasco that the stats are still quite high. It will require some fine tuning. Obviously I want to try and keep things as real to life as possible. So, you know, if Gonzalez Velasco really is one of the best players at the club, then that should be reflected in his stats. But at the same time, sorry, I'll try not to shout into my microphone. But at the same time, I don't want him to immediately get signed by a higher club because he's far too good for us. And that is one of the issues with this game. I haven't seen it in 2021 yet. Maybe it has been tweaked slightly. But in 2020, 2019, things like that, it was far, far too easy for a bigger team to come in and just poach your best players, particularly when you're an amateur club and you don't have contracts. In real life, that's not always the case because players have more of a loyalty to their clubs. They're more tied down to their teams. They don't necessarily want to move. But in the game, they do sometimes have, like, players don't want to make a move from north to south or vice versa for small amounts of money and things like that. And I mean, these players, as good as they are, they're not going to be paid millions. But even so, I want to try and keep this squad for as long as possible. And if that involves like tweaking the numbers again slightly, then so be it. Whether it's reducing potential or whether it's reducing current ability, just little tweaks, not huge changes, little tweaks. So for example, Gonzalez Velasco might come down to a 3-star rather than a 4-star. Same with Evans. I might try and reduce the average here as well. And some of the players like Moriarty here, 4.5-star potential is good. There is no guarantee he will ever reach this potential, and as the season goes on, even this number will this star rating will start to drop or rise depending on how much they actually play. In terms of staff, I also did some tweaks. Again, you won't really see too much. Something else notable here. Here it only has myself, Johnson, and Shearer listed, but if you go into all, Jones is here as well. I don't know whether I've messed something up when I added them into the game or not. They are both listed as assistant manager for the senior squad. I'm going to be renegotiating contracts quite early on, I imagine, so I'll try and fix this if I can. But again, their ratings are quite high. This might still get tweaked because you know, I don't want these guys to get poached either. Yeah. So this is the basic setup. This is what I'm going to be going with to start with, at least for the first couple of friendlies and things like that. In terms of the schedule, actually, I know there was a bug where, yeah, pre-season doesn't start until September, which I think is what happened in real life as well, is it not? And actually, we are playing friendly matches in and around league matches as well. I don't know whether that's the case for every season. If it is, just going to have to suck it up. Mostly, I organise my own friendlies anyway, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. But if it's just for this season, then that's absolutely fine. The draw has been made for the league. As you can see, our league fixtures are here. And if I go back to the home page, you can see the teams that are in our league. We are in the Hertfordshire Senior County League Premier Division, which is an absolute mouthful. It's almost as big a mouthful as the Spartan South Midlands Division 1, which is what Hatfield used to be in, and hopefully will be in again soon. But we got Belston, Bush Hill Rangers, Chipperfield Corinthians, that's a nice name, Cockfosters Reserves, Coney Heath Reserves, Cuffley, Glen Sports, Harefield United Reserves. Harefield is it's not a borough of London, no, it's not a borough of London at all, but it's near London. Hatfield, Hoddesdon Reserves, Letchworth Garden City Eagles, Royston Reserves, Sandridge Rovers, Ware Sports, Welling Garden City Under-23s, and Wingate and Finchley Development, I think that stands for, yeah. So these are all the rivals, basically, the opponents. And you might see that some of them have got reserves in them. So they actually have senior teams. I don't know if they're actually affiliated or not. I don't think they are. They've been created as separate teams. There might be a... actually, hang on. Is there... General, maybe? They might be affiliated with their like parent clubs, or they might have like been created separately and be treated as separately. I don't know. But yeah, they some of the lower league teams have reserve teams in lower divisions as well, and that's who we're playing against. We're also in the Aubrey Cup. First round hasn't been drawn yet, but we know we're playing on the 26th of September in the first round. The idea is to do a League and Cup double this season, but we will see. Right, tactics. That's one of the things. So I'm going to go into the inbox now. I've been holding off on this for a day or two now, and I've been sweating over this because I just want to play the game, to be honest. I'm at that stage now where I just want to play the game. In terms of this, I want to do my own training schedules and stuff, which I'm going to look into in the future. I mean, transfer window, we're really not going to need anything to do with that, are we? So I think Lee Hammond is the captain in real life. I will double check that with John at some point, but I believe he is the captain, and I think Dean might be the vice captain. I know at one point I think Dean was the captain, but that might have changed. And we got, free kick takers and penalty takers and things like that. I'm going to keep a close eye on that as the season goes on too. And then we've got this, which is the tactics creation window, which I'm going to head over to now. Now the UI you might see is quite big, or hopefully, excuse me for coughing. Hopefully it's quite big. Basically, I'm still playing on my 4K monitor, but I've reduced the resolution to 2560 by 1440, which is what I also believe I'm recording this video at. Hopefully I'm recording this video at. Although, this is where I was trying to get my head around this. So I'm playing on a 4K monitor, but I've reduced the resolution to 2560 by 1440. I'm just going to say 1440 from now on. And then on OBS, I'm recording at the base resolution of 4K, but I've also reduced that, scaled that down to 1440. So I don't know whether that's what you're seeing is what I'm seeing, or what I'm seeing is what you're seeing, or whether you're still seeing it slightly scrunched down. But I know during the stream last night, I'm recording this on the Saturday, the day after the stream, some people were saying they couldn't see the UI when watching on mobile, which is something I would definitely like to change, because I don't want to alienate anyone watching on mobile, because I watch lots of videos on mobile and I have that exact problem too. So because of that, I've tried to increase the UI as much as possible without it becoming a massive issue. So during matches, for example, when I've got the stats windows up, I don't want that to block the whole screen. So let me know in the comments down below whether you can see the UI or not. If not, I'll change it for the next stream and the next video. And as I said, this is a Tuesday video that this is going up. So this is going to be like a tactics training tweaking type video. And then there will be a match at the end, which in this case is against Hatfield second 11. Which I imagine is going to be difficult to do because we only have like a first 11 and a subs bench right now. So we'll see about that. Anyway, I'm going to put a cut here while I create the tactic, and then we'll come back and I'll talk you through a little bit more as to what I've actually done. So see you guys in just a second. So here's the tactic that I'm going to be going with for the start of the season at least. As we talked about yesterday on the stream, it's a 4-2-3-1. I hate the word G-Gen press or Gegen press. I think it's G-Gen press. But that is what the game calls it. So that's what I'm going to have to start calling it from now on. I prefer to just call it high intensity football myself. Or, I mean, the Dutch had total football, didn't they? Which is kind of similar. Basically, it's 4-2-3-1, where every time we lose the ball, we work our asses off to try and win it back as quickly as possible. The starting lineup I've got here is not going to be set in stone either, and I'm going to use that expression a lot as well. There will be plenty of rotation throughout the season. One of the things that has been brought to my attention quite quickly, actually looking at this, is how few fullbacks we have. So I'm going to immediately start training these guys up. Freddie Newman, for example, to be his sub right back, and Baker to perhaps be a backup left back, which, I mean, I might bump up his numbers here to see if I can do that, because he did list it as his secondary position, left back, centre back. And I believe there were other players. Who else did I have that could play left back? You're right back as well. I think you're, defence midfield. I'll have a look in a bit. But yeah, we're going to have to look at retraining players to also play in fullback positions. Either that, or whenever we have injuries, we switch to like a back three and just go with 3 centre-backs. That could be a better option, to be honest. And again, that's where the flexibility and adaptability that I was talking about yesterday come into play. So this current starting lineup is Extents in goal, playing as a sweeper keeper, set to attack. And then we've got Argent at left back, but technically he's playing as a complete wing back set to attack. Sadler and Evans in defence. Sadler set to a central defender on stopper, and Evans set to a central defender on cover. And then a 2, am I pronouncing that right? O2 at right back, set to wing back on defend. Hammond in midfield, set to ball winning midfielder on defence. Harding alongside him, set to box on support. And then Studholme out on the left, set to an inside forward attack. Newman in the centre as a shadow striker, set to attack. And then Gonzalez Velasco on the right, set to, again, inside forward. I might change that to inverted winger, set to attack. And then Baker up front, set to, as a poacher, set to attack. Lots of attack at the front, quite a bit of defence at the back. That's the plan. And then, the idea is every time we lose the ball, we push hard, we win it back high up the field, and then we get it forward as quickly as possible and try and score a goal. Have I... Oh, no, I have still got the... I was worried that I turned off licensed kits, because I've been making some tweaks here and there, which may or may not have turned that off. What you're seeing here, I think I explained this the other day as well in my test stream. What you're seeing here is not the kits you will see in matches. This is just the game's interpretation of the kits that you will see in matches. This is what I set up on the editor in the stream. The first thing I did when I did the kits. So one of the reasons why I say this system isn't set in stone is there will be quite a few injuries. I've added a mod to the game that adds more injuries to the game, and it increases the likelihood of players getting injured. So we're constantly going to be looking at their condition, which is this here. Match fitness, overall condition, things like that. What's this one? Oh yeah, lacking sharpness. So sharpness, condition. I think that's it for everything here. So we'll constantly be rotating the team. So both goalkeepers are going to be used throughout the season. All the centre backs we've got. How many centre backs have we got? We got 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we've got 6 players who can play centre back. They will all be used. Same with the midfielders. Same with the strikers. Everyone's going to get a go basically. I'm not going to sit on my hands like I normally do and just play the same 11 week in, week out. There will be constant chopping and changing to make sure no one gets any serious injuries. So this is the first tactic that I'm going to be setting up. Now, I've already hinted at the fact that we are short in the fullback department. So I think the next tactic I'm going to set up is going to involve wingbacks, which, looking at it, we do have players. We have enough players who can play wingback that this shouldn't be an issue. But I'm going to go set up that tactic now. And I will come back again and I will talk you through what I have done. Okay, guys, so this is the second tactic that I've come up with. Already, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think what I might do to change this is move the attacking midfielders into wider positions. But I don't know, because I think the wing-backs are going to mainly cover that. I'll talk you through it first and see if I can talk myself into it as well. So this is a control possession tactic. The idea is really just to hold on to the ball for as long as possible and try and dominate games, which May or may not work at this level. We will see. But again, we've got extents in goal, this time set to a sweeper keeper. I could potentially actually, do you know what? Just so that no one feels left out, I'm going to put Murray in as a normal goalkeeper set to defend. We've then got... Oh, I selected? Yeah, I think I selected that right. So then we've got Ethan Tuttle, Tim Evans and Dean Sadler as defenders. All three set to defend, but we've got two ball play... Actually, we've got two ball-playing defenders here, which says to me that I should probably swap these two round. Have the... Again, I'm already like looking at this like, okay, maybe this isn't the best idea. So I'm going to go with you set to defend, and I'm going to swap these two back round. So we're going to have two central defenders set to defend, and then one set to ball player defend. Then we've got the wing backs. Now this is where the fun comes in. So we've got Argent and Gonzalez Velasco both as wing backs, both set to attack. The difference is Gonzalez Velasco is set to a complete wing back, whereas Argent is just a regular wing back. Both of these guys very, very good as wing backs, actually. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. Then in midfield, we've got Koick and Hammond. Koick set to central midfielder support. I'm probably pronouncing that name wrong. It's probably Koick, something like that. Hammond set to deep line playmaker, set to support. So again, the midfield here, not really there to attack much. Sort of just to sit in this little gap here and hold the line, basically. Then we got Hudson Doncaster set to advanced playmaker attack, and Harding set to attacking midfielder attack. And then we got Thompson up front as a target man, also set to attack. Now the idea really is that these two, Hudson Doncaster and Harding, will pivot off of Thompson. They're both set to run wide into the channels. Thompson is told to hold position and hold up the ball. So it should work. We will see. The difference here, of course, you can already see it. There is no one in these wide positions. We are relying almost entirely on the... is there a way to... Yeah, you go. Close that. Or relying almost entirely on the wing-backs to actually get into those areas. Although the attacking midfielders, if they drift wide, will fill those gaps as well. And then there's also the fact that there's no wide players at all in the system. So there's no wingers. It's all done through the centre of midfield pretty much. In terms of the tactical style here, I haven't changed too much. I've kind of left this as default. For the other tactic, I did in fact change some of the possession, transition and out of possession. What do you call these parameters here? This one I'm going to leave kind of default because I'm happy with most of it. Shorter passing, play out of defence, work the ball into the box, lower tempo, take short kicks, distribute to centre-backs, counter-press. And then higher defensive line, higher line of engagement, more urgent, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, things like that. I did change the mentality to positive rather than balanced, but besides that, it's pretty much out of the box. I'm also going to quickly save this team selection as well. So this is, hang on, what's the tactic called? 5-2-2-1. So you are 5-2-2-1 primary. We will have secondary lineups as well. There are some players still who are missing out, haven't been used yet, like Christie, Diego Ruiz, Newman I don't think's been involved yet, and neither has Rahman Lewis. These players will be used, and Moriarty as well. These players will be... Oh, and Hollis. These players will be rotated in and out, as I said, throughout the season. So yeah, tactical familiarity is low for both tactics right now, and the intensity sort of fluctuates. But the intensity isn't really related to the familiarity. That's a separate thing. The players will get used to the tactics as the season goes by anyway, but this one I can see being tweaked first, purely because of... I don't particularly like it. I am going to set up one more tactic, and I'm going to do it on screen here. So... we could go with something like wing play. I'm going to set up like a generic 4-4-2 type formation. Just for if we're sitting deep, things like that. I could go with direct counter-attack as well. So soak up pressure, direct and structured counter-attacks. That does sound like something I'm a big fan of, to be honest. So I think I'm going to go for that. So yeah, mentality cautious. In possession, more direct passing, play for set pieces, higher tempo. In transition, distribute quickly and counter. And then out of possession, force opposition outside. Lower defensive line, lower line of engagement, more urgent, and get stuck in. I like that. So I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to go with the bog standard 4-4-2. And this is what we've got. And then I'm going to show you how I choose the players. So, clear that. We're going to put extents in goal for this one as well. But we'll have him as a sweeper keeper set to, I want to say support. So not full on attack, but support. So he might come out and pick up the ball if it runs loose, and then he'll start a counter attack from that. Argent again at left back. We'll come back to his setup in a second. And I think this time I might go with Evans and Tuttle. So Tuttle is... This is where the stats come into play. So Tuttle, he's a good tackler. He's good at marking. Positioning and vision, not the greatest, though. And that is kind of important for counter-attacking. First touch, though, not bad. Whereas Evans... I mean, he's just good at everything. Heading 20, marking 16, tackling 16, positioning 12. They're very good. Very, very good. I might just go with the boring one again then of Sadler and Evans at the back. And then, who do I have at right back? That's a question. What's Kerrick like at right back? Fullback set to defend. That's kind of what we're looking for, as opposed to a wingback set to defend. Mind you, a wingback might be better for this. I'm going to go with, again, slightly boring. I'm going to go with Javier here. And then the midfield is going to be, again, pretty boring, I think, to be honest. Who have we got? I'm looking at the central midfielders first, but I don't just want to go with the same boring pair each time. Although I'm starting to think it is going to have to be the same boring pair each time. And I don't mean boring as in they're boring. I mean boring as in I'd like to shake up the selection slightly. Yeah. We got a Carrilero, sorry, here. Passing, first touch, or a ball-winning midfielder. I think it's just going to have to be the usual two, you know. Hammond and Harding. Obviously, once injuries come into play, I'm going to have to be a bit more creative. But right now, I think just Hammond and Harding. Keep it bog standard. Now, for the wide midfielders, I'm going to do something a little bit controversial here, I think. He says, as he looks. I might play Rahman as the right midfielder. No, actually, no. I'm not going to do that. He's better off as a winger. So, okay, it's going to be the same as before then, pretty much. It's going to be Studholm on the left, Gonzalez Velasco on the right. And then up front, I think it's going to be a pairing of Newman and I want to say Thompson. So let me put you there and Thompson there. That kind of works for me. So for this now, Argent is going to be a fullback set to... I mean, automatic isn't the worst. Fullback will switch automatically between defend, support and attack duties according to the current mentality. So that sounds good to me. Same on this side even. I need to give you some instructions. That would be good, wouldn't it? So we're going to say stay wide, cross from deep, but not necessarily more often. Actually, we'll leave that one blank. Actually, we'll leave that one blank as well. Cross from where you like. Take fewer risks, though, because this is counter-attacking. And then shoot less often for sure. And then this one as well, I'm going to leave up to the player and run wide with the ball. I'm going to try and leave some of this up to the player's decision-making. So your fullback set to automatic. I think I might change you to no-nonsense set to defend. Which is less exciting, but you know, it does still have some perks. Run wide. Yeah, you don't cross at all, according to this, or at least you don't have a position where you cross from. We're going to say stay wider as well. Everything else is already set. 2 centre-backs here. Oh, wrong thing. So first of all, no-nonsense centre-back does sound fun, but I'm going to go with a ball player set to defend. Actually, no, you're going to be set to probably stopper. So you're going to kind of go out and meet them. But you are going to hold your position. No. Definitely dribble less and shoot less often. I'm going to not hold position. I'm going to let you sort of go forward a little bit from time to time. Evans here is going to be a central defender set to cover. And then you're going to hold position, take fewer risks. Goes without saying, really. Studholm here is going to be a wide playmaker. Set to attack. Get further forward? Yeah, might as well. The left-hand side might be our weak spot. Might be exposed quite a bit. But that should be fine. Gonzalez Velasco. Switch this to personalized. So you're going to be a winger set to support. That sounds fine to me. And again, cross from where you like. We're not going to roam or hold. You can do what you like there too. We are going to say take more risks because I reckon he's got the ability to get past players more often. And when you cross, you're going to cross to the target man. So actually, on that logic alone, these two are going to swap. And you'll see why in a second. Hammond here is going to be set as a... So we can start getting really technical here and put Mazzellas and things like that. I'm not sure if we're ready for that yet, though. In the future, perhaps. But right now, I think we're just going to do simple things like box-to-box still. And as for this, move into channels, shoot less often, dribble more. And I think you are going to take more risks. You're going to be the more maverick type midfielder. Harding. Oh, actually, have I got these the wrong way around as well? Hang on 1 second. Actually, no, yeah. Harding, you're going to be a deep-lying playmaker. Or an advanced playmaker. Can't be a roaming one. Maybe an advanced playmaker. Set to support. And then you're going to roam from position. No. I think you might hold position. We'll come back to that. Stay wider on everything. We're going to leave like that. And we're going to say dribble more as well. Going back to Hammond quickly. What do you like as a ball winner again? You're a good ball winning midfielder. I think Hammond is actually going to be the ball-winning midfielder. Hold position. Take fewer risks. Dribble less. Yeah, and then Harding is going to be the advanced playmaker set to... I mean, neither of these particularly good. Maybe just a box-to-box then. Well, that's not good either. No, I'm going to do advanced playmaker. Set to support. You're going to roam more. Run wide with the ball. Might as well. Things like that. And then up top here, we're going to have Newman. You're going to be set to a... actually, you can be a target man as well. I'm going to set you to an advanced forward, though. Set to attack. And then your role here is going to shoot more often. Dribble less. Take fewer risks. And roam. You're going to be the roamer of the two. And then Thompson is going to be the target man. Set to support. And your role is going to be hold position. Shoot less often. But you are going to take some more risks. You're going to be the risk taker out of the two. So again, it's not perfect. There are some areas here that are a little lacking. But it's not the worst. I've seen a lot worse, believe me. In terms of the bench then, we're going to have the first responders, I was going to say. That's probably not right. The first people I put on the bench tend to be, so like the first 5 are the active bench on match days. And then the other players from the goalkeeper downwards would be the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the friendly benches. For friendlies and also cup games where you can have 2 extra subs. So that's going to be... We'll put Baker on the bench as well. That's going to be my subs bench. Carrick, Tuttle, Moriarty, Rahman Lewis and Baker. And then we're going to have just these guys in positional order. And again, it's not going to be perfect. There will be some tweaking throughout. I haven't set up match plans or anything like that yet. That will come later. But I think I'm ready to take these for a spin and see where we're at. I am going to quickly save this as a 4-4-2. So the idea with this is the actual strategy here might change throughout, but the formation and the players will tend to be consistent throughout. Not always, but mostly. As for this, I'm going to save this as well. And I'm going to do that really annoying thing where I put my name on everything, because why not? Am I going to say cautious 442? I might as well, you know. M4J. Now, I would like to test all three of these formations out, but it's a case of, you know, making subs and things in order to make it happen in one game. So I might organise some more friendlies. I think that's a thing I can do. Yes, that is a thing I can do. Perfect. So there's going to be lots of friendlies throughout this process, getting set up and ready to go. Might even be able to earn some money off this. Maybe not at the moment. We're not at that stage yet, I don't think. So, where's Bulldog? I saw Bulldog just now. Oh, we can make some money. Like Bath, we can bring in. I'm going to swap this for Bulldog, because Bulldog are actually playing in the end of season tournament that Hatfield are hosting. Boston. Oh, Hereford as well, I just saw. I might keep it local. I say local. I've got Boston and Bath. Hitchin, that'd be a good one. The Canaries. So that's a little bit of money coming in. It's also a little bit of money. We're making £600 off these. We'll tick that box as well. And then I think I'll have one more friendly here, and then we'll have some time off. Who else have I got? Oh, there's Hereford. Perfect. And then we'll have some time off, and then I'll come back and organise some more friendlies. So, in the meantime, we've got a match coming up here against Hatfield Second 11, which is on the 7th. It's currently the 6th. So, I'm going to make another cut in the video here, guys, and we'll come back for that match, and we'll see how the tactics work. Alright, guys, welcome back. We're just about to head into that first friendly game, like I was talking about. Before we do that, though, this is a team report that I just got brought to me by Lewis Johnson. I've just been having a quick look at it here. Not to put anyone down or not to big anyone up necessarily, but these are the pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses that the team actually have. So the team report is constantly updated to aid you in highlighting the strengths, weaknesses and overall depth of your squad. And these are kind of the highlights. So the team in general are impressive crossers and often threaten with deliveries from wide areas, which is good, particularly for the 4-2-3-1 formation that I'm planning on playing mostly. Dribbling is a positive. It's a group who by and large know how to finish. There's a good standard of heading. Squad has the ability to score from distance, which is awesome because you just don't see that in modern football anymore. We tend to mark well, good at off the ball movement, create problems for the opposition. Impressive standard of passing. Impressive from the penalty spot, which again is quite rare. Number of players who are good at tackling. High level of vision and creativity, high level of anticipation, consistently good decisions. Team in general possesses a high level of positioning. Technical quality starts with a strong first touch across the group, so on, so on, so on. Lots of positives. Weaknesses, there are some. Acceleration is not one of the team's better collective attributes. This isn't the best squad in terms of pace. There's a lack of competitive aggression. Agility is not one of the team's better collective attributes. The squad clearly lacks natural fitness. That's concerning because I thought natural fitness was quite high when I set it up, but apparently not. There's not a great deal of quality depth outside of the first team amongst players currently at the club. Now, one of the issues I have with this series is signings. Am I going to go out and make signings, or am I going to tend to sort of stick with the players that I've got and rely on the youth system? I have got some rules for this series that I'm currently working on, which I'm going to introduce probably in the next video, which will be the stream on the weekend. And I'll go over the rules there a little bit more because I need some more time to actually finish them off. There isn't much to speak of in terms of exciting youth prospects. That's because we haven't had a youth intake yet. Could do with more depth in goal. Better depth would be useful at centre-back. Better depth in attacking midfield. And Lee Hammond is only a decent option in central midfield, and that area of the team could be better. So there's that. We got some player advice, development advice here. I'm not going to move anyone into the under-23s. Everyone is a first-team player at the moment. Squad dynamics. So this is where I introduce myself to the squad. So let's go with positive. And, oh God, on behalf of the team, I would like to welcome you and look forward to playing under your management. Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez Velasco. So, I'm new to this side of things. I'm going to have a look and see what these all are first. I don't want to make any promises for now. Do want to talk about expectations? No, I'd like to have a look at some of these promises. So, I want to give youth a chance. That's definitely something I want to do. I'm not doing anything to cut the team. Yeah, I'm just going to say I'm going to give youth a chance. I might be alone in thinking this, but I'm not bothered about that promise. Well, that's not nice, is it? That's not nice. Maybe improve the quality of the backroom staff. I don't want to make that promise though, because I think more staff members are going to be introduced. I might do this one if anyone's interested in taking a coaching course. Also not bothered. Lee Hammond was encouraged. And I'm going to leave that for now. Absolutely, promises aren't always easily defined. He's got a lot to say, hasn't he? Unless he's speaking for the team, of course. Don't know. I think we're good enough to go up as champions. That's got everyone happy. And pump fists. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. You're right, we can go up as champions if we're all on the same page and working as hard as we can. And then also finalise the code of conduct. And outstretched arms. Great response. Good stuff. Right. I think we got through that okay. I believe a few of the promises you made saw a handful of players taking up on your offer. The players are also largely happy with the expectations and they're fine with the code of conduct. Pretty much everyone's morale is stayed the same apart from Hammond's, who's gone up. Thompson as well. That could be because they're the more senior players, so they're looking at the coaching course and things like that. So yeah, club will fund a coaching course. Players waiting on promise Lee Hammond, so he wants to take me up on the coaching course, and Arjun is waiting for me to play youth players. Okay, I think that went pretty well. Now this next message here, this is something I noticed just now when I went into staff responsibilities. We apparently don't have a chairman, which is weird because I definitely set Shearer as a chairman. So, I'm going to see if a chairman takes over, and if a chairman does take over, I'm going to see if I can edit them to rename them John Shearer and make him the chairman again. I should have kept it with two separate people. I shouldn't have risked making it one person. I'm too far into the game now. I've set up loads of things, which I'm going to talk about in a second, which basically means restarting at this point. Unless something goes seriously wrong with the game, restarting isn't really on the table right now. I'm going to make use of what I've got. John is in the game still as the goalkeeping coach. That's not changing anytime soon. So I'll see if I can make him the chairman as well. If not, then we'll just say he's the chairman still. And whoever this other person is who comes in as chairman just won't exist as far as I'm concerned. Talking of tactics and stuff. So here we are again. Also the skin. I need to introduce you to the skin. You'll notice the skin has changed. This is a skin that I saw in an FM Scout article about adding realism to the game. And the reason this is more of a realistic skin, for those of you who are wondering... where's preferences? There. This is the DD 2021 RM 2.1 skin made by Danny Dots, and it's part of the description realism mod. So it makes the game a little bit more challenging, and one of the reasons it makes the game more challenging is you will see no more star ratings, and if I select a player, also this is we'll leave it like that for now. If I select a player, you'll see there are no numbers now. It's all done through bars. So you kind of get an idea as to how good a player is by looking at this wheel here, and I'll be using this for scouting purposes. But overall, it's all done by bars. So green is good, blue is very good. I think. Oh, hang on. Is it the higher? Hang on. Yeah, sorry. I think the higher the number, the closer you get to the center. So green is okay. This yellowy color, yellowy green color is good. This like brown sludgy color is really good. And then this, I won't say what that looks like, but that's apparently really good. And blue is terrible. So we've got a couple of blues, one-on-ones, punching and composure, but the rest are all pretty average, pretty good, I would say. Quite happy with that. The most important thing now, going back to tactics quickly, is set pieces. I have set up set pieces, 3 of each for attack and defend. Excuse me, I think I've got a sneeze coming. Oh, excuse me. Apologies for that. So yeah, for attack and defend, I've got 3 different types of corner, 3 different types of free kick, from deep, indirect, wide, and what's the other one? Oh, direct with a small chance of shot. Everything has 3 variations. That's the maximum you can have for attack and defend. I haven't done it for throw-ins yet, and I've only currently done it for the 4-2-3-1. If I do need to switch to other tactics for whatever reason, then I will, of course, create some more for that. I haven't created any match plans yet. I'm relying solely on myself to come up with tactics and tweaks and things like that. And also, in terms of friendlies, I've added some more friendlies to the list now. So we've got Aldershot, Cambridge, Barnet and Dover. All of them earning us a little bit of money, which I'm very, very happy with. And then we've got the friendlies that the game already made for us, like Cholsey, Forest Row, things like that. And I think these are pretty close. Yeah, these are pretty close. So we're going to have the friendlies at the start here. Then there's going to be a gap of a few weeks, a couple of weeks. And then there's going to be a big bulk of friendlies again. And then the season's going to kick off. I might cancel the Taunton and Balham friendlies. We will see. But for now, I just want to get into this first game. I think that's going to be a big one. So we've got training here as well, which I think training I'm going to focus on for the next video, because right now I just want to get into a game and show off the game and twiddle with the noise and things like that as well. So yeah, I'm going to be in charge of training for this series, or most of it. Individual training I might allocate to backroom staff, but general training I want to focus on that more, because it's something I've never done before, and it's something I think really does help with the development of the players and also tactics and things like that. So I'm going to vary it between myself and my staff taking control, and we'll see how well that goes. Time to meet the media as well. So I've not done this for a while, but I'll attend the press conference. So we will start. So Wayne Vernon Premier Sports. So I've also added a mod that adds more media. I think it adds more questions, and I think it also adds more media outlets and bookmakers as well, which I'm not a huge fan of bookmakers, but for this at least it's fine. How does it feel to be the new Hatfield manager? I'm going to smile warmly. It's a real honour to be entrusted with this role. Managing this great club is going to be a great challenge. Why have they got great there twice? But personally and professionally, it's an honour to be sat here in front of you all. I'm going to say this one, actually. Smile warmly and say this one. What attracted you to Hatfield? Open arms. And this one. Did you ever doubt that this was the right job for you? Shake head. And this one. Not from my perspective. I've been given the keys to the club by the board and I need to repay that trust. I like that one. You've taken the step into football management despite being just 27 years of age. Critics have suggested that you will struggle to command respect in a dressing room that contains players older than you are. What do you say to that? I've already met with the players and there aren't any problems so far. They're a professional group. I like that one. Press officer, love that one. Having spent the majority of your career in the lower reaches of the game, you must feel as if your experience at this kind of level can be an advantage for Hatfield this season. I'm going to say no gesture, but absolutely. I know the game inside out at this level and that could prove vital over the course of the season. I do like that one. Yeah, I'm going to say that one. Okay. Hatfield clearly have lofty ambitions and hiring you is said to be the latest step in meeting them. Are you the right person to deliver on their apparent promise, especially in the short term? I'm confident in my managerial skills. No, this one. I'm honoured to have been asked to guide this great club towards their goals and firmly hope we can experience some fantastic moments together. Will you be looking to change the squad very much? Shake head. Ooh. I'll give everyone a fair chance to show what they can do, but we want to strengthen the squad too. I think so. Oh no, hang on. No. Outstretched arms. I need to work with the team to be absolutely sure, but I see no reason why we can't achieve great things with this group of players. That's what I want. Have you been able to meet the players yet? These aren't answers to that question. I'm just going to say that one. What role can the supporters play in moving this club forwards? I have to show the fans that I'm the right person to manage this team and I intend to do that. There we are. Where do you think you can take this club? We need to aim high and set ambitious targets. That's how we'll get to where we want to be. Sounds good to me. What approach will you take to training? We need to work smarter, not harder. If everything is planned properly, we can ensure our players go into each match prepared as well as they can possibly be. I like that one. That is my philosophy for football in general. Will you be looking towards the likes of Tim Evans as the focal point of this team now? Any manager would love to have a player of his quality, and I'm certainly no different. Is this the same guy asking the questions? Do we only have one? Does it say how many people are here? Yeah, just one journalist. Okay. And there is a questions remaining up top here as well. You've joined Hatfield at a time when the club seems a little short-staffed. Is this something you'll be looking to address? I think we could definitely do with 2 or 3 new faces. While some managers are famous for their hands-on approach, others maintain a more reserved manner with their players. How do you see your management style? They can come to me with anything. The league has to be my priority for sure. Alright, continue to summary. So, the press officer was encouraged. I think there was a slightly positive reaction to the press conference. The highlight was, how does it feel to be the new Hatfield manager? And no relationship with the journalist. I would prefer it to be left that way, but you never know. Okay. Intra-squad friendly team selection. So what do you reckon? First 11 versus second 11? We don't really have a second 11. But we'll see what that looks like first. Okay, this could work. Confirm squads, but I'll manage the first 11 only. I think the assistants will take charge of the second 11. This is new, the intra-squad friendly system. It's been redone for this year. So I'm a fan of that. I have no idea what these sub-players are going to be like, though. Probably not very good. I don't seem to have a sub-goalkeeper, which is problematic. Okay, teams are warming up. Here we go then. First game of the new season. I need to change my audio settings. There we are. Hopefully OBS will detect the audio. I love this as well. The skins and everything. Look at that. So we've got Extents in goal, and then a back 4 of Argent, Sadler, Evans and O2. And then midfield of Harding and Hammond. An attacking midfield of Studholme, Newman and Gonzalez Velasco. And then Baker up front. Bench is Macaulay, Buckle, Drury, Stedman, Cotton, Abrahams. And then the second 11 is Murray in goal. Back 4 of Newman, Hollis, Ruiz and Tuttle. Midfield 2 of Hudson, Doncaster and Coick. Attacking midfield of Christie, Rahman Lewis and Thompson. And then Moriarty up front. And their bench is Cook, Durant, Neal, Pennell, Neal and Schulberg. Kenny Cook. I see that seems to be a popular name for goalkeepers. I think this is the 3rd or 4th year in a row where I've had a sub-keeper at some point called Kenny Cook. Okay. Hands together. Why can't I click on anything? Okay. Maybe I can have to skip this then. Oh, it's the... Alright, hang on. Sorry, it's the tutorial. Let me just skip this. Is that what this is? Yes. Right. Hands together. Go out there and show me what you've got. There are places up for grabs. Impress me. Nice. Alrighty then. Let's get started. I don't know what the quality looks like for you guys on the capture there, but for me it's not very nice. Okay, let me just change this. So I've got it set to key right now. I might change it to extended for this game. Director is fine. The camera height needs to be really low. Can I not change that? Apparently not. Sounds are on, that's fine. Replay camera is also fine. Okay. Oh. Yeah, go away. Play. So, extents with the kick forward. Hang on. I need to change the audio settings. Try this one first. There we go. Should be capturing the game sounds now. Do I want to put Windows up? I mean, is that one? Or is it this I'm looking for? No. I think I do want this at the bottom. What am I looking for? Here? No. Do I not get the stats or anything? Is that just what this is? Huh. Okay. I suppose it's realism, so you don't have stats everywhere, do you? Alright, let's just watch the match. So Gonzalez Velasco here running down the right hand side. Great cross across the stud home. Volleys it into the back of the net. 10 minutes in. And we're... No, 2 minutes in. 3 minutes in. We're in the 3rd minute. And we're off to a great start. There's Harding here with the ball. Oh, I'm going to change replay speeds because that's far too slow. Can I not change that here? Okay, apparently I can't change. Oh, hang on. View all match preferences. That's what I want. And then down to the bar here. Replay speed. Yeah, we'll set that back to... Oh, I just set that back to default, to be honest. I've got to reload the skin now because I've been in the settings. There we are. Okay. So it's a ball out wide to Gonzalez Velasco. Great little run forward. You can see Studholme in the bottom of the screen there, just getting into position. That's a great half volley. Look at that. Beautiful goal. Great finish. Good start to the game, lads. Great start to the game. Okay, throw in on this left-hand side, which Argent will take. Throws it to Studholme. Back to Argent. Into Hammond. He plays the ball forward to Baker, who brings that down nicely. Plays it out wide to Studholme. That's a really nice first touch from him. Goes for goal. Hits the post. I think the keeper got a touch on that as well. Bloody hell, that was good. Good attempt there as well, to be fair. Very good attempt there as well. Argent again with the throw to Studholme. To Newman, sorry, not Studholme. Newman, that's a nice ball to Gonzalez Velasco. Great first touch and a great volley. Again, I'm just going to quickly change this back to key because there seems to be quite a lot of highlights here. So we'll make this key spin through the game a little bit faster. So Argent with the throw here to Newman. Good touches inside here. And then this is a fantastic pass. Look at that. Great touch from Gonzalez Velasco. And then a nice tidy finish into that bottom right corner there. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Alright, Sadler with the free kick here. Just inside the opposition half. Plays it slow to Argent. Back to Sadler. Ball over the top. That's a really nice ball as well. And that's 3-0. Baker with the goal. Great assist from Sadler. Second 11 are getting their backsides handed to them right now, in all honesty. Look at this. Good touch there. Nice little dink over the top. Great run in behind the defenders. And then in off the post. What do you guys think of the kits, by the way? I think the kits look really, really good. I've got things in this game now like realistic weather and things like that. Realistic pitch textures, realistic ball models, everything like that. To try and make the game look a lot more grounded and realistic. I think it's doing a really, really good job so far. It's looking awesome. And I like these stats windows that are coming up here as well. This is really cool. Actually, I'm going to pause the game again quickly. So this, I'm going to try and have as both formations. No, can I not do that? Match stats. Okay. I'm going to change the match stats here to add some more. So I want things like long shots would work. Kilometers run, definitely. And saves parried, saves held, saves tipped. What's the difference between a tip and a parry? And also shots blocked. Is that going to fill up my... No, I've got room still. Is there yellow cards, red cards? Are they already ticked? Yes, they're already ticked. Crosses completed. For sure. Offsides, maybe? Half chances would be good too. Block shots. For the first time ever, they've actually got expected goals in this as well. So I'm going to keep that up. I need to remove one of these now. Which one do I get rid of? What was the last one I added? That was block shots, wasn't it? Which actually I want to keep. I don't want to keep that. Corners. I'm not. Oh no, corners is kind of important. I'm really like dithering now. Red cards. We don't need red cards. We know when someone's been sent off. There we go. So we've got Hatfield. Our stats are at the top here. Their stats are here. Yeah, happy. Oh, can I switch this to body? Oh no. Just have to go with general then. I want this really to be my formation. That'll be handy. Visualizer, that's good. Latest scores. Do I want latest scores? Maybe I'm not that fussed about latest scores. I might put the visualizer here. And I might put the opposition second 11 formation there, like that. That works. But then we got a visualizer down here actually. We got match stats over here. But I do want more in-depth stats here. So I'm going to remove the visualizer. And I'm going to put this as a shot map, could be good, or stats. That's what we've got over there. Feed, maybe? Or shot map? I might just go with shot map. Actually, okay, one more thing, sorry. One more thing. So you're going to be the shot map, and then you are going to be Hatfield formation, and you are going to be second 11 formation. There we go. That kind of makes more sense to me. Maybe it doesn't make much sense to anyone else, but we'll see. Alright, Tottle with the throw to Hudson Doncaster. Good challenge there from Newman. You can see already they're starting to pick up some knocks as well, which isn't the greatest. This might be a chance here for the second 11. Ball over the top, well dealt with by Evans. What a header that is, bloody hell. Gonzalez Velasco. That's a really nice ball over to Studholme. He's got room to run into. Baker's going to get there. Baker's going to score. No assist logged for that, sadly. But what a finish that is as well. What a counter-attack. That was perfect. Gonzalez Velasco here. Great ball to Studholme. Took it in his stride perfectly. Ruiz did get a touch on the cross there. But Baker still ran onto it. Slotted it virtually into the empty net. Good finish. We're 4-0 up inside 25 minutes. I was hoping the second 11 might put up a little more of a fight. We have got players out of position, I suppose, which doesn't help. Plus, I will add some players. I'll have a chat with John and see if there's any players that I've left out. Is that a hat-trick for Baker? Disallowed for offside. I'll have a chat with John and see if there's any players that have been missed out. I think there was a new player that was signed recently, which could be added into the game. And besides that, I'll start looking at like youth intake and trying to sign some like under 16s or under 17s, just to try and plug some of the gaps that we've got in the system. Plus the under 23s and under 18s could do with getting some players as well. I might just go through the under 23s team and offer contracts to the best players there, just to get some cover of some kind. But there we go, half time. So Jake Christie is getting too much space for his crosses despite our attempts to close him down. Eventually one of those crosses will connect. Put out a fantastic performance according to expected goals, with an expected goals total that was far greater than our opponents. So our expected goals was 1.52. We scored 4. So that's not bad. Statistics and analytical data I'm not going to look at right now. I'm just going to go to the dressing room. Hands in pockets. Very happy. Yeah, look, they're happy. Inspired and motivated. Awesome. Let's get the second half going. Before we do that, though, I am going to change the system. So I'm going to switch to... Ooh, not that one, sorry. I'm going to switch to this one here. And I'm going to have basically everyone playing where they are, except I'm going to move Studholme onto the left midfield position. Baker up front alongside Newman. Any subs worth making? We've got 2 left midfielders on the bench. Not entirely happy with that. Everyone else is in their positions, aren't they? Yes, good. So I might bring some subs on. So Stedman, for example, I might bring on for Gonzalez Velasco. And I might bring Drury on for Baker. And Cotton on for Hammond. Try and protect some of our first team players. And Macaulay for Studholme. I'll make those my changes right now. Give team talk. Pump fists. I want to see a good performance from you today. Okay, none of them were particularly enthused by that. Go out there, lads. Great header there from Newman. Studholme picks up the loose ball. Got the freedom of Hatfield to run into right now. Squares it beautifully for Baker. Gonzalez Velasco on this near side in acres of space. No cross from Baker. Oh, there it comes. Oh, I think that was a shot, actually. I think that was a shot. Into the keeper's hands. Murray kicks long. Newman with the volley to Baker. Baker smashes it into the back of the net. Just before he gets subbed off, he completes his hat-trick. Nicely done. Murray will have to take the blame for that goal. A little bit harsh. Poor defending. Murray with the kick here. Baker just literally sits on the goalkeeper's toes there. Newman with the volley forward. That is a really nice touch turn finish from Baker. Very well played. Alright, subs should be getting made now. We get to see this replay again, I guess because of the offside. Yeah. As you can see, he's onside. Defender's leg plays him on. We get to see that finish again, though. Very nice turn and finish, as I said. Yes, proceed with the tactical changes, please. So now we've got the new players on. We'll see how well they do. Christie on the ball here for the second 11. Macaulay there with the interception. That's a nice pass, actually, to Drury. Great little slide rule there for Newman as well. Newman running in on goal. Is he going to shoot? Good challenge. Who was that? I didn't actually see who that was, but that was a great challenge. We get a replay of this as well because it was a chance. This is a perfect pass from Drury. I might look at bringing Drury in then if he's going to play passes like that. Newman's shot was blocked. Blocked by Hollis. And then Ruiz just thumps it into the stands. Do not blame him. A 2 with the throw. Hudson Doncaster with the header away. So he's picked up an injury already. That might be to do with his injury proneness. It might be to do with the mod. I don't know. Cotton to Harding. Harding with the ball over the top. That's a really nice ball as well. Newman brings it down. There's the finish, but disallowed for offside. He looked offside. He did look offside. We're certainly playing this counter-attacking style football right now, for sure. So, second 11 are sticking with the 4-2-3-1 system right now. They're moving players all over the place right now. None of them look particularly happy. Their ratings are awful. Hudson Doncaster has now been subbed off as well. Got Moriarty up front. This might be it for highlights, you know. So I'll have a look at what subs I can make again. So I'm going to bring Abrams on for Harding. And I might just bring Buckle on at left back to protect Argent. Yeah, they're not interested. Why would they be? They're not really first team players. Alright, play. Ruiz with the kick forward to Pennell. Tried to find Hollis, but that was well cut out. Although that pass was very badly overhit, if that was a pass, of course. Murray dives on the ball there. Finds Newman. Out left to Durant. Into Hollis. Back to Thompson. Nice play. That's a great ball from Thompson as well to Durant. Crossing opportunity perhaps. There it goes. Whipped in. Rahman Lewis. Oh, nice goal. Name Rahman Lewis with his first goal there then. That was very well taken. Look at this. Cross from Durant. Any second now. There it is. Cross from Durant. Headed by Moriarty. So Rahman Lewis. And he's just put it near post. Past the keeper. Good finish. Very good finish. I'll be disappointed to concede that, but I'll be very happy to score it. So shame about the clean sheet, but it's good for the confidence of the second 11 to actually have a goal on the board. Extents with the kick forward. Cut out there by Schulberg. Into Moriarty. Out wide to Rahman Lewis again. He's gone for goal again. Ooh, I thought that was in. I thought that was going to go in then. That would have been quite something, wouldn't it? Something still feels a bit off with the replay speed here. It still feels a little bit slow. I might speed up the replays. I'll do that off camera though. Right, Schulberg out to Durant. Durant, that's a nice ball as well. Inside to Hollis, who's now found Moriarty, who's turned his man, and he goes for goal. That was a good curling shot there. Extents had to do well to hold on to that. Yeah, the second 11 starting to come into this a little bit more. There's only a couple of minutes left on the clock. But they're showing a little bit more promise in the midfield area. McCauley there holding off Rahman Lewis. Plays it down the line. Drury wasn't going to get that one though. Hollis to Schulberg. Forward to Moriarty. Back to Schulberg. Hollis again. Into Moriarty. Rahman Lewis goes for goal again, and that's just wide on the other side this time. He's good. He's got a good shot on him, Rahman Lewis. Got a very good shot on him. Good link-up play. Nice little slide rule pass. We were caught out a little bit in defence there. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us. Both teams now playing well in the second half. And that is full time. 5-1 win. The scoreline doesn't tell the full story though. I think that there were opportunities for more goals from the second 11. So outstretched arms. I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. There we go. Everyone's happy. Can I pick out individuals? It's like, where's Baker? You. Hands together, maybe? No? I might just say no gesture. I'm delighted with your performance. Because he scored a hat-trick. You can't not congratulate someone who scored a hat-trick, can you? Alright, guys. That will do it for this episode. This second, or this, what are we, third part, fourth part, is dragged on a little bit. So it's going to be quite a long episode, but there we go. Good, happy with the performance. I'm going to run ahead and do some pre-season friendlies now. So this first batch here, Baldock, Bath, Boston, Hitchin, Hereford. I'm probably going to play these off camera. And then the next stream, I think, is probably going to be the Aldershot game. On Saturday or Friday or Sunday, whenever it might be. Stay tuned. I'll try and post the stream up 24 hours in advance so you guys have time to clear your schedules. And, oh, excuse me. And we'll play that friendly on camera, and then I'll probably do the others off camera again, and then the first game of the season will be the next stream after that. So until then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you enjoyed the series. Drop some comments down below. If you're a player, for example, for Hatfield, feel free to let me know how you feel you did in that game. First team or second team. Again, with the rotation, the second 11 will be getting chances in the first 11. It was purely done that way so that I could have done a manual pick actually and split it 50-50. I might have got a fairer result. But I might even actually, let me just check one thing before I finish my outro. Is it possible to do? No. Unless I'm missing something. Would have been possible. Oh, hang on. It might come under nearby teams. We haven't got affiliated. I don't think we have a youth academy this time. Might have to get one. It might be because we don't have a chairman. Who knows? But yeah, if I can do another intra-squad friendly in the future, then I will split the teams up more fairly. But yeah, drop some comments down below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.